Hi, everyone. I'm Tracy Holloway, and I am here to introduce and congratulate Gesayanji. Gesanj started working with me 2.5 years ago, and I'm so happy to see her graduating with her master's in AOS. She started her work after she came to Madison from Tibet, looking at aerosols over the Tibetan plateau with satellite data. But about a year ago, she switched her project, and now she's been working with myself and Dan Vimont on a project that connects her interests in energy systems and meteorology. She is looking at how climate modeling data can be used to support architects and engineers in designing buildings that are resilient to future climate. I'm thrilled that Kazan will be staying on as a Ph.D. student, and her work will be continued to be funded by the Office of Sustainability. So congratulations, Kazan, and congratulations to all of the AOS students. We're so proud of all of you and only wish we could be celebrating in person. But cheers and good luck with your next adventures.
Hello friends, this is Kazan here. The past 2.5 years I've spent studying in the AOS were so great. I still remember how Matt answered all my GFD stupid questions so patiently, even when his back hurt, and then always explains everything again and again to make sure I understood all points for both GFD and my research questions. And every time when I need any help, Juliet, and other AOS friends gave me a hand without any hesitation. And Tracy, my role model and the best advisor ever, has always been so supportive. These amazing people and experiences helped me through the hard times and helped me make progress and become a better me. I feel so blessed to be in the AOS, and thank you, AOS. And congratulations, UW class of 2020. I hope you all become the best of you in the future.
Bailey Murphy is receiving her Master's of Science in AOS this summer. Her work in the Desai Lab is focused on using computer models, land surface models, to understand how to better predict the carbon cycle consequences of land use change and climate on forested ecosystems. Her work is pushing the boundaries of how we use data assimilation in these models, and she's been racking up many hours on our server trying to get these models to run and these data assimilation processes to work. So to Bailey, who's right here in headshot, I give you much regards for your work, and I give you congratulations on your master's and look forward to having you continue in the lab for a PhD.
I didn't know what I was on about. I think I'm finally getting over the drought. I stopped to ramble and I opened my mouth. I think I finally got it figured out. He wants to know me, he opens his mouth. I think about it every then and now. I didn't know what I was on about. I think I finally got it figured out.
Juliet came to my research group about 3 years ago from Colorado, where she earned an undergraduate in physics. Her master's work focused on using multi-sensor satellite observations to understand high cloud feedbacks in the climate system. This work has already earned Juliet a award from the American Meteorological Society at the Joint Satellite Conference last fall for Best Student Presentation. Juliet plans to continue this work and do a PhD here in AOS. Congratulations, Juliet.
Hi, my name is Juliet Plusky, and I received my master's degree in fall of 2019 working with Tristan Lequier, studying convective systems and their influence on the Earth's energy budget and water cycle using satellite observations. I just want to share one of the most invaluable things that I've learned as a graduate student, and that is just to keep on asking questions. I found that most of the questions that I've asked, someone has already answered before me, and a lot of the questions that I've asked, I haven't even approached trying to answer them yet. But that's what's driving me on to continuing a PhD here. So thank you.
James joined SIMS 2 years ago. He'll be earning a master's degree with Paul Menzel and Elizabeth Weiss, where he analyzed the accuracy of new high temporal and spatial resolution soundings derived by fusing imager and sounder observations from space. He showed that by comparing against ground-based observations that these soundings have valuable information that might help us improve forecasts, especially forecasts of severe weather. James has now just begun a Ph.D. working with Yinghui Liu and Jeff Key at SIMS, where he's going to be analyzing and creating new satellite-based sea ice thickness products. Congratulations, James.
Anthony Crespo will be receiving his master's degree this summer in AOS. He's been a member of the Desai Lab for the past 2 years. He arrived from New York with a deep interest in land-atmosphere interactions, but little did he know that he would soon get an opportunity to participate in a fascinating field campaign in Argentina where he fell in love with the study of hail. His thesis investigates how we use remote sensing of radars and satellites to understand hail production in one of the most hail-rich regions of the world. So here's Anthony. Anthony, congratulations. I wish you the best as you move forward onto your PhD in our department.
Ashton was an undergraduate from our department who joined my research group 3 years ago. She enjoyed analyzing satellite data so much that I gave her a challenging problem of trying to see if we could retrieve the properties of ice clouds when there's a low cloud underneath. Her research actually showed that using a combination of visible and infrared observations that might be possible, and her work might actually lead to a new algorithm for doing that in the near future. Ashton has since moved on and taken a job with the Union of Concerned Scientists out in Massachusetts, and I wish her the best for a very successful career. Congratulations, Ashton.
Jess Turner is receiving her master's in Environment and Resources this spring. However, she's no stranger to AOSS as a member of the building and as of the Desai Lab. Here she is. Since I can't see her in person, but I do want to tell Jess congratulations on graduation. Your thesis on the work of wetlands and the role that they play in carbon exchange and the values that society places on them is particularly fascinating and led to a peer-reviewed publication that's already come out. Jess is staying on into the Freshwater and Marine Science PhD program here at UW, is an awardee of the National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship, one of the most prestigious fellowships out there. Congratulations, Jess.
Andrew is getting his PhD in Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences. He came to my research group from Oklahoma, where he had just done a master's degree with former AOS professor Dave Turner. While in my research group, Andrew spent most of his time working on a large NASA field project called Oracles, which aimed to understand the characteristics of warm clouds in the Southeast Atlantic and how they're influenced by biomass burning. As part of his time here, Andrew spent more than 16 weeks doing aircraft flights off the coast of Africa, where he collected radar observations that he has now analyzed and is writing up in several papers. Andrew's also spun off a number of side projects, including a paper on our online climate class that we teach in AOS. In the next couple of months, Andrew's going to be moving back down to Oklahoma, where he's going to begin a postdoc. Congratulations, Andrew.
I would say, definitely one of the best decisions I've made in my life thus far is to move up here to the University of Wisconsin to do my PhD. And working for Tristan over the last 4.5 years has been nothing short of fantastic, between getting to do basically exactly what I wanted for research and also getting to collect my own data. I got to go to Africa for 3 summers between 2016 and 2018. I got to operate a radar, and I got to meet so many great people and colleagues that I'm going to continue to work with beyond my time here. I'm definitely also going to miss everybody in the department, friends, fellow grad students from other groups, that I got to know. So with that, thank you, and on Wisconsin.
Ellen is getting her PhD in AOS. She came to my research group from Oregon with undergraduate and master's degrees in chemistry. While at the University of Wisconsin, she used satellite observations to understand why some climate models produce too much snow and too few liquid clouds in the Arctic region. She also got a lot of experience in the field, where she spent some time down in Antarctica as well as in Africa as part of 2 big field programs. Ellen is now returning to UW-Madison as a postdoc, where she'll work with me to continue understanding how clouds influence the amount of radiation at the Earth's surface. Congratulations, Ellen.
Hi, this is Ellen McElhatton. I finished up my Ph.D. back in November with my wonderful advisor, Tristan Lequier. Over the last 6 years, I have made lifelong friends and colleagues, gone on 3 amazing field campaigns, and learned more about Arctic clouds than I ever thought possible. One of my favorite AOS memories is from one of those field campaigns when I was in Antarctica with Dave, Lee, and Carol, right after we'd finished repairing an automated weather station that was located right outside a penguin rookery with tens of thousands of penguins. We spent about 15 minutes perfecting our penguin impersonations, which I think we had spot on. Good luck to all the rest of the grads. It's been a wonderful treat to work with you and to know all of you. Bye.
Kaiwei is getting a PhD in AOS. He joined my research group about 4 years ago, coming from the National Central University in Taiwan. He has studied a variety of problems related to the temperature in the lower stratosphere and humidity in cirrus clouds in the upper troposphere. He's published papers on everything from how the latent heat released in convection in the West Pacific affects the upper troposphere and lower stratospheric temperature, to how waves in the upper troposphere affect the properties of cirrus clouds. He's now at Texas A&M doing a postdoc. Congratulations, Kaiwei. Alison just defended her PhD in Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences earlier this week. She joined my research group a number of years ago as an undergraduate, studying how aerosols influence warm clouds using satellite observations as part of a senior thesis. Since then, she's built on that research and has explored new ways in which satellites can tell us how aerosols influence the properties of warm clouds and the influence of those warm clouds on the environment. She's introduced a new technique for analyzing satellite observations that accounts for both the effects of aerosol and the effects of meteorology in order to really determine and isolate how aerosols are influencing warm cloud precipitation and radiative characteristics. She's now finishing up a couple of papers, and later this summer will head over to Oxford to continue her research in aerosol cloud interactions with a modeling group over there. Congratulations, Alison.